There's no point in you changing yourself to be like other people. If they were really your friend, they would not ask you to change. Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Advent Mudimba, and thank you very much for taking your precious time to watch this video. So if you are new to this channel, may you please subscribe. Please do subscribe, watch a few videos, leave a few comments, and like and share the videos. So if you are already a subscriber to this channel, welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're going to enjoy this video. Yeah, so I hope you guys are keeping safe, you are self-isolating, you are making use of this time, and I feel like this is the time that you can really get a lot done, especially in this whole, like, we have so much time to ourselves, we have so much time in our hands, and I guess this is where you can read that book that you wanted to read, watch those videos you wanted to watch, I don't know, spend time with your family, basically just do whatever it is that you wanted to do but you didn't have time to do before. So today's video is going to be a little short, just a heads up, because I didn't exactly plan to talk about this topic, and this topic is basically, most people tend to say that this topic only influences the young people or the teenagers, and yeah, but I think it affects everybody. I feel like it affects every person. I feel like it can affect anyone for that matter, and that topic is peer pressure or peer influence. And yeah, for me, peer pressure is basically doing something that you would not have done otherwise, in the hope of being accepted by a certain group of people, or in the hope of fitting in, or in the hope of being wanted, you know, trying to fit in a certain group of people. Most of the time it's the people of your age group, is the people that you go to school with, the people you work with, the people you grew up with, and you end up doing things that you would not do, yeah, normally, just to fit in that certain group of people, or to be welcomed, or to be wanted by these people. And for me, peer influence, it can be positive or negative, although most of the time peer influence is negative. Most of the time it's negative, in the sense that most of the things that happen, peer pressure is regarded, when people talk about peer pressure, they always think of negative things, or it is like that anyway. Most of the time peer influence or peer pressure is negative, but I think it can also be positive, and we'll talk about that in the video. Peer pressure might result in a person changing the way they look, changing the way they wear, the way they dress, changing the way they treat themselves, changing the way they talk, the way they walk. Most of the things that we do without thinking, they end up changing these things. I feel like they change the things that make you know, the things that make them, to sort of fit in a certain group of people. For example, let's give an example of a teenager. Growing up, you have these friends, right? And because you want to fit in a certain group of people, you end up changing the way you talk, changing the way you dress, changing the way you behave, literally, just so that you can fit in a certain group of people. And sometimes this is a sad situation, because you are changing the perfect you. The way you dress is fine, the way that you basically were created, the way that you think, the way that you see yourself, just so that you can change the perspective of other people, so that they can look at you as this cool person, as this, you know, amazing person, when you are already amazing anyways. So you are basically changing yourself into someone who is not you. You are changing yourself into other people's points of view. Sad, because you are basically changing the perfect you into other people. For me, this is a sad situation, because you end up watching the TV shows that they watch, you end up listening to the music that they listen to, you basically live the things that you like to do, you basically change the things that you like to wear, so you can meet their standards of cool. So that's actually kind of sad if you think about it. Anyway, that's just my point of view. And I think in my first video, when I spoke about the power of your mind, I spoke about how I'm sort of an introvert, so I didn't exactly get to experience peer pressure at a personal level, because I basically didn't experience peer pressure growing up, because I liked being by myself. So that's actually a sad situation, thinking about it now, being by myself. It's not all so bad, but most of the time, it's okay to be by yourself. You don't have to change yourself so you can fit in a certain group. You don't have to change yourself so you can be like other people, so you can be who they want you to be. Be yourself. Wear what you want to wear. Listen to what you want to listen. Watch to what you want to watch. Basically, do what you want to do. And if you are your true yourself, you will find people that are similar to you, that you can click in with. People, honestly, you can't be the only person who likes what you like, who listens to what you listen to. So there's no point in you changing yourself to be like other people. If they were really your friend, they will not ask you to change. They'll accept you for who you are, with those music that you listen to, those movies that you watch, with just however you are. You always find your true friends. If a person is really meant to be your friend, they will be your friend, because you are similar to each other. So I don't think you really have to change the way you treat yourself, the way you talk, the way you dress, just so you can fit in other people. And I feel like the battleground, or the ground on which these things happen, is most of the time is high school, and I think universities as well, because I think in high school or university, that's where, like, imagine this situation. In primary school, no one cared what you did, no one cared what you wore, what you did, basically, because you all did the same things. You're still children. And now you are in high school, and everything changes. And then you see your seniors, they dress a certain way, they watch certain things, they listen to certain music, and you end up changing yourself to meet those standards, because in your mind, that's the definition of cool, because the people around you, they are telling you, nah, let's change to be like them. They are so cool, they dress so well, they listen to such good music, they watch such amazing movies, which is sad, because that's where you end up getting into drug abuse. That's where you end up smoking. That's where you end up using, I don't know, man. That's basically where most of these teenage things happen. Stuff like smoking, using drugs, drinking, alcohol abuse, all these things, just to meet up to the standard of other people when you didn't have to in the first place. I always tell people, like, you don't have to change yourself to find your friends. There are people who are going to like you just the way you are. Just because you don't have that iPhone 11, it doesn't make you any less of a cool person. Just because you don't have those designer clothes, it doesn't make you any less of a person. Just because you don't go clubbing, you don't smoke, you don't drink, it doesn't make you any less cool. You are perfect just the way you are. The clothes you wear, they are good. If you like them, wear it. If you like that kind of music, listen to that music. If you like such movies, watch those movies. There is no point in you changing yourself to meet other people's standards. They are not the standard to be looking at anyway. So whatever you want to do, do it. Whatever you want to listen to it. Whatever you want to watch, go ahead, my friend. Watch that movie that you want to watch. If they laugh at you for watching that, then let them go. They are not your friend anyway. I cannot watch something because it's regarded as cool by people. I cannot change the way I dress because I want people to like me. If you don't like me, then it's your loss, my friend. Like, I like myself. I like the music I listen to. I like the movies that I watch. I like my friends anyway. So if you can't fit with we don't have to fit in each other's standards. We don't have to be the same. Ever, and never ever basically do things because other people are doing it. Do something because you want to. Go to the gym because you want to go to the gym. Watch your movies because you want to watch your movies. Buy clothes because you want to buy those certain clothes. Buy yourself an iPhone 11 because you want to buy yourself that iPhone 11. Don't do things. This is where most people end up being broke, because you want to look like someone else. They spend hundreds of dollars on clothes, so you spend hundreds of dollars on clothes, but you didn't even have that money to spend in the first place. They bought themselves an iPhone 11 You go and buy yourself an iPhone 11, and at the end of the day, they are still surviving, but you have lost your money. You are left broke. You are left with nothing, with no self-esteem. You are going to suffer to get yourself. I've seen these things in university, whereby people, because other students, they get so much money, they go and get themselves designer clothes, they get themselves these phones and whatnot. So you go and do the same, and because of that, you don't have transport money to go to school, you don't have money to buy yourself food, you don't have money to pay for your data, you don't have any money left, because you tried to be like someone else, because you tried to meet other people's standards. Like that's just sad to think about. That's just, I don't know, man. It's weird, if you ask me. Anyway, you don't have to meet other people's standards. And like I said in the beginning, like, it doesn't always have to be negative peer influence, because I feel like with peer influence, that's the place that you can end up meeting good friendships, you can end up learning new experiences, you can end up learning new things, you can end up being influenced to be a better person. I see my peers studying, I will also be influenced to study like them, because I want to make myself better. I feel like if a person influences you to be a better person, they are a good person. That's the kind of people that you should be keeping around you. People that influence you to be a better person. People that tell you, when I go out of place, when I'm going astray, they can come to me and say, Ish, but Advent, I feel like in this raid, you're sort of going off the rails a bit. Maybe you should change to be like this. And if it's really a good thing, those are the people you should have, not friends to tell you, oh, but Advent, you're not so cool, you're not like other people, you don't dress like this, you don't talk like this, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do drugs, you don't go to the clubs, so you're not a cool person. The moment a person tells such a thing, you should run away from them. They are not your friends. They are trying to ruin your future. They are trying to, I don't even know how to emphasize this, but keep friends that are of, I don't know, that make you better, that build you up. Not friends that are going to influence you into ruining your life, into ruining your future. Not friends that only think 5 minutes into the future. Surround yourself with people who are going to tell you that, ask you, what are your goals for the future? Friends that are going to advise you, friends that are going to help you study, friends that are going to help you when you're not okay. So stay away from those people that don't build you up, and stay close to people that build you up. Like, on the road though, just stay away from people that are just trying to bring you down, that don't build your self-esteem up, that don't build you up to be a better person. Just like the Bible says in 1 Corinthians 33 verse 35, forgive me, I always have scriptures for these things. It says, don't be misled, bad company corrupts good character. So you might have been this perfect person, you might have been a good child, you might have been an amazing person, you work hard, but because of the people that you keep around you, you are going to be like them. You stay around people that have bad characters, you stay around people that swear, you stay around people that do despicable things. In no time, you are going to do those exact things that you used to despise before. So be careful, my friends, be careful. Just stay to those people that build you up, stay with those people that are happy to help you when you are not in a good place. Stay with those people that tell you, Advent, what you are doing is wrong. If a friend can literally tell you that what you are doing is wrong, keep that friend. Because if a friend sees you doing something terrible and they condone it, my friend, you need to run for your life. Run for your life. And it might sound funny, but I'm telling you the truth. You don't need anyone, even if you have to be by yourself until you find those friends that are really good for you, until you find those friends that help you up, that build you up. There is no harm in that. Hey, yeah, guys, I hope this video sort of helped you in some way, man. Just remember, you don't need to be peer pressured into doing something you don't want to. Do something because you want to. Do something that makes you feel good. Do something that you want to do. Don't do things because people tell you to. Don't do things because people say they are cool. Don't do things because they are the trend. Don't buy clothes because other people are wearing them. Buy them because you want them. Buy them because you think they are cool. You think they are nice, not because someone else told you that's the nice thing to buy. But yeah, I hope this video helped you in some way. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comment, and share the video. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for being here today. Peace. Till next time.